All right, before we start digging into constructing the course, let's go ahead and take a quick look at kind of the course sections we have. So I kind of see it as three main sections. So we've got one area here that is this overhead office environment. And what we want to do here is explore. So what I can do is I call this the kind of the review stage. So at this point I can review the characters. I just have two built in here. So I can click on the buttons here to get information about them. And I'm using that to review who they are and what level of threat they are. And then at that point, once I review them, I'm going to make a choice. So in this case, I'm going to go ahead and click on the guy. But before I click on the guy, I've also set it up that when I click on another character here, like this lady, I'll get feedback. And in this case, it's not the right person. So I'm going to go ahead and continue. So that's kind of one of the things we built. So this is the review area. And then once we click on the character, I get a confirmation that he is the highest level threat. And now what we're going to do is interview him. And so I go to another slide that triggers the animation. And now I come into the interview stage. So now this would be the second part of the course. So the first part is kind of the review. So you're assessing or looking at information, reviewing it. Now we're bringing the character in to be interviewed, and at this point we can ask questions. So when I click on a question, I'm going to get feedback, and then the goal here is to collect information, so to interview the character, and then I get feedback. Now again, I do the same thing. I can click on this, and then if it's the right choice, it'll go in the right direction. If not, I get feedback saying no, try again, and then I can continue to collect information. And so that's the second stage. So we got review, we've got the interview, and then we've got the referral stage. And this part of the course now is I'm going to determine which office to send the character to. And again, similar to the way we have the other pieces built, if I need to collect information about these groups, I've got a queue here that says click on the green dot. So I can click on the green dot, and that would give me information. In this case, I don't have information, so I just hit continue. I can click on the green dot, and that would give me information about the specific areas. And then I can click on the office to get feedback. So if I click on the right one or wrong one, it'll come in here. It's going to give me feedback, but I'm going to go ahead and click on the right one. And so you can see what happens is I'm going to get feedback, and then I can continue the scenario to the next character. So we basically have those three stages. We've got the first stage, which is kind of the review stage, the second stage, which is the interview, and then the third stage is the refer stage. And then we'll look at how to break those things down and assemble them in PowerPoint and then publish.